Welcome, everyone. This is the Simplified Sales Solutions Facebook group. Tuning into YouTube Live and Facebook Live right now. We're talking about the three foundations of selling online. So these are three areas that you need to consider. We're going to be talking about pathos, logos, and ethos. Okay, we're going to get into the description of what each are, the components of them, how to use them in our marketing and in our pitches to create buyers and people taking action on our offers. Okay, before we get started, every Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, you can join me live to talk about ads, funnels, follow-up, and webinars for coaches, consultants, and course creators. Okay, so if you're struggling to get people to buy into your products, or really identifying a market that's willing to pay for your product or service, or a big enough market to scale, then you're in the right place. And if you know anybody that is interested in this kind of information, somebody that, a friend or family member that is trying to grow their business online with digital products, or even coaching or services, this group is designed to do that. Okay, so callwithshane.com, we have a free 30-minute training that you can get access to that's going to teach you how to get clear on your perfect prospects. So you can start to develop a message that's compelling, that brings those people in and also simultaneously repels the wrong people. Because the idea with all of this is we want to work with the right people and for our advertising dollars to go to the right people, so that way, we're able to capitalize as much as possible, and obviously scale. The more we can find the right audience, the more people we can actually help. I think it's counterintuitive. I think a lot of people think that you have to get as many people as possible and help those people, but it can't be further from the truth. You're actually wasting your money and the people's time that aren't even ready to take action on whatever it is that you're offering. Okay, so I digress. Today, again, is the three foundations of selling online. Okay, so like I said, the first stage in selling, there's actually three components that we need to take a look at before we dive into the foundations. The first component being the customer and their psychology. For them to understand, we need to understand their wants, needs, desires, where they're currently at, and so we can actually meet them where they are right now. And if we can do that, if we can get that one component right, the rest of the process becomes a lot smoother. It becomes a lot easier. Your sales funnel becomes way easier to develop, because if you don't know your audience and what you're trying to say to them, then you're going to be struggling trying to build your sales funnel. You're going to sit there with, a clouded mind. They call it writer's block, or even, getting on camera and creating something, some sort of content. You're not going to know what to say. And so that leads into procrastination and never even doing it altogether, right? So the first step, or the first core element, is going to be the psychology. So understanding our prospect, really understanding how they feel, what they want, and what they need. Okay, identifying that, and then the second component is going to be the communication aspect. Because we've done that first component correctly, we can then start to develop a communication piece that is compelling, that is attractive to the right people, that really lets the end viewer or consumer or engager, let them know that they're in the right place, that this is content for them, that this is beneficial for them, right? So that's the second one, and it's all based on the psychology. So we need to understand that, and it's really going to determine what we say, how we say it, the type of language that we use, the verbiage, the way that we present our styles, our personalities, our character, right? Okay. And then the third core element is the arithmetic, or the mathematics, or the numbers. This is where we really get into dialing in, split testing, trying new products and services, increasing the opt-in rates, our conversions on our sales, the lifetime value of people. That's really the back end. Okay, but we still need to make that first step in understanding the psychology of our customer so that we can communicate with them and then start to test and refine. Okay, without those three core foundations, you really don't have a roadmap for success. You're just kind of wandering across the continent. Let's call it that. Okay, now for the three effective persuasion foundations of selling online, excuse me, there's actually a quote by Aristotle that says, "Seduce the heart and convince the brain." Okay, so that's actually what we want to do in our communication piece, the second core element. In our communication, we want to seduce the mind and sell the brain, or convince the brain. Seduce the heart, convince the brain. Okay, because the heart is an emotional center. The heart creates attachment to a desire. It has a desire, it has wants, needs. And so people are propelled or compelled to take action or move towards something if they are emotionally connected to it. And there's ways that we do that, right? So pathos is emotions. And the way we do that is by our claims, by our promises, by understanding what our prospect wants and creating a message that tells them that it's possible, like giving them hope. And then showing them that the old way of doing it, the way that they might even be doing it right now, isn't working and why, but also showing them the solution to getting it, what it is that they desire. So so let me back up. We're not creating desire. These people need to have that desire already. We're not here to tell somebody that is fit that they're fat and that they need to get in shape, right? There's no desire there. There's no compelling reason to listen any longer because someone like that has the result that they want. So they're focused on maybe building more muscle, right? That's the desire. It's not to lose weight. So you're talking to the wrong audience. Okay. So we need to seduce the heart with claims and promises and telling them that it is okay, siding with them, and not just siding with them to gain their trust or gain you know, them as a customer in general. It's really to prove and demonstrate that we have the solution to their desire and that we can actually help them. So we get them emotionally connected with us and the brand. That's the level that we want to be on with our customers, especially in the guru course creating scenario where you're providing information. You need that emotional buy-in from your customers, especially because it's such a populated industry that they could go and get it anywhere. So most people are looking for is that connectivity, someone that they can relate with, someone who has been where they've been and that has the result that they want and can lead them there, right? So we need to be on that pathos. Number one, this is where it starts, the emotions. So get them emotionally connected with their desire because they're going to be emotionally driven by that desire. Okay, and then number two, the second foundation is logos, however you want to say that, which is logic, because we need to then, once we've got them emotionally invested, we need to logically help them make a decision. So this is going to be in your risk reversals, your stack, your actual offer, your features, your benefits. It's basically what they get. It's your product or your service. Now, I would even divide both of these up. So pathos as emotions, okay, going back to number one, is where we spend 80% of our time, which is our marketing piece. We are connecting with the people, we're building a brand, we're indoctrinating, we're helping them get to understand that we can, will, and want to help them and have a system for that. Okay, but that system is really only the 20%, which is the logos or the logic piece and convincing the brain. And I really would say that the effort is still 80-20, right? 20% of the effort is on the logic, which is the selling piece. Because if we've done the emotional marketing piece, the selling logical piece doesn't require as much, hardcore arm bending sales tactics. Because these people have already emotionally invested with us. Uh, they know that we can help them and are ready to do so. And so by the time we get to the logic piece of it, we're stacking on top of the emotions, in creating that action. Um, but without emotion, there is no action, because emotion is energy and motion. So we have to create that energy, right, with our marketing, communicating, okay, and understanding their psychology. Um, but the logos, the logic, is when we really start to break down our product and give them all the benefits of using our product or service, giving them the risk reversal if there's a guarantee. Um, this is also the features, maybe it's like a PDF or the actual tangible deliverables, okay, but it's only doing 20% of the lifting. So keep that in mind. Okay. And the next one is ethos, which is credibility. Okay. So ethos, credibility. This is, you could say that this is also on the front end when we're doing our brand indoctrination, and really starting to build that emotional bond with our perfect prospect. But the credibility is, just where we are building trust. We're building authority. We're showing them that we can actually help them. So um, this can be your testimonials. And if you don't have testimonials, which you don't actually have to have testimonials to get results for people, and get results for yourself, right? Um, you would just need to demonstrate that you can actually help them by actually helping them. I think a lot of us get caught up in holding back information because we charge for it, right? So we're like, what do we give away? What do we charge for? And my theory and my opinion about that is, give it all away for free. There's a line between demonstrating and educating. Demonstrating is where you're in the back end, you're showing people how to set up an email, or you know the technical stuff, the stuff that you get into in your course. But the the other side of that, demonstrating or educating. Educating is helping people overcoming their limiting beliefs. So when it comes to the credibility piece and demonstrating that we can help them, we need to help them also come to that conclusion that the limiting belief they have is irrelevant, and that they can get over it and get the result that they want, by using your solution. But that's how we can start to demonstrate credibility without having testimonials, or maybe some proof. Um, so the three different foundations that we need to consider when effectively persuading is getting them emotionally connected to the desire, right? We need to okay, let's even rewind a little bit further. We need to psychologically understand our customer to a T, like really understand them as if they were one of our best friends or family members, someone that shared everything with us. Okay, understand them psychologically, and then communicate that you understand that, and use the data to make improvements. But then we can get into the emotional side of it, get their desire, talk to them about the desire, communicate that desire, and really tap on the pain points, and also whatever points it is that makes them eager to want to take action on that. Okay, and then number two is logic. So after we have seduced the heart, we can convince the brain, because people are emotional creatures, right? If you think, in my circumstance, going through some crazy shit in my relationship. So, emotions allow, uh, make us make certain decisions without logic. So people are making decisions on emotions alone. But if we can tie that in with logic at the same time, we don't have to use logic as a selling, as much selling, arm twisting selling. Um, but we're supplementing that emotion so they are making a wise decision. We don't want people just to buy off of pure emotion because we're going to get chargebacks. We're going to get people that are disgruntled, complaining because they didn't get all the details. They were just eager, and they thought they were scammed or tricked into it. We use logic to back up the fact that we can help them and have the tools to get them there. Okay, and then we use the credibility to prove to them and really put a blanket on their limiting beliefs by showing them that you can help them, or providing testimonials or your own proof of your own results. Okay, because we want to establish ourselves as the go-to authority in our industry. That's when we start to cultivate the sharing aspect. Affiliates, without people actually being affiliates, people will start to um, recognize your brand to their friends and family if they know that you're a credible resource, because they're they're on the line. Their own, I'm blanking on the word. Um, excuse me. Their own credibility is on the line. Something like that. I'm sorry, I'm blanking. But if they know that you're the go-to authority, they're going to share your information only on the subject. So be that go-to authority, show up as that, understand your perfect prospect and their emotions and wants, needs, and desires, and spend 80% of your time understanding them and communicating with them that message. And then on the back end in your sales process, because you know those things, it becomes simpler. The actual deliverables, no one really even cares about. They just care about what it will do for them. So we do that also in the logic section as well. So that's it for today. Um, if you have any questions on this, go ahead and leave a comment below, and I'd love to answer your questions. Every Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, I go live to talk about ads, funnels, and follow-up. So if you're a coach, consultant, course creator, tune in to the Simplified Sales Solutions Facebook group, where this content is totally free. The Facebook group is free. It's a community of other entrepreneurs building courses and services that are just really looking for that solution, an automated solution to help them scale and automate their business. Okay, callwithshane.com. If you go to callwithshane.com, there is a free 30-minute training that you can get access to that's going to really help you simplify your message. Well, number one, get clear on it, but simplify your message so that you can start to develop a compelling marketing communication with your prospects that brings in the right people and repels the wrong people. This process is going to also help you with writing sales copy, creating video sales letters for the head of your sales funnels. It's going to help you write ad copy, any type of content that you want to create. So go to callwithshane.com to get that. It's totally free. And be sure to like and subscribe. If you're not subscribed to the channel already, hit up that subscribe button and the bell. And as well, hit that like button. It helps with the algorithm with these channels, and I want to reach more people and help. So thank you so much for tuning in today. I will see you on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And that's it. Have a good day.